Hey everybody, Kyle Jones here. It is almost 2 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm here to give a brief history of myself and why I tumble. So I've been tumbling roughly around 6 to 7 years. I cheered in high school at TNT All-Stars, Spirit Explosion, and in college at Rutgers University. So I got a mix of spring floor and hard floor. Hard floor sucks, and I hate hard floor. Hard floor is terrible. And I feel bad for all the high schoolers who had to tumble in hard floor and all the Pop Warner teams. I can't. Respects to you guys, I can't do it. So tricking though, I've been doing that for now about a year. I did do like formal martial arts when I was 5 to 11, so I was able to retain basic kicks, basic form, arm positioning, all that good stuff. Why do I tumble? I tumble because it's freedom. I tumble because it's stress relieving, keeps me in shape. My goal is never to be fat, so tumbling and doing tumbling conditioning is going to help keep my body weight down. Now for some quick tips on how, I guess not quick tips, but my thought processes during tumbling. I try not to think too much. Before I do a pass, I make sure I know exactly what I'm doing, because sometimes I stop in the middle of my pass. I don't bail, but I just stop, and I forget what I'm doing. I mean, except for tumbling passes, I keep it going. I'm able to remember what passes I'm actually going to throw. Tricking, since I'm still fairly new, I get lost just because of the axis that I'm on. I'm shifting my axis instead of going straight back. I'm tilting my axis, so that's how I just get thrown off. But straight tumbling, give me a pass. I'll most likely do it depending on really what the pass is. Right now I can't really do big, long, extensive passes that you see all these younger kids doing in the all-star world now. I'm more just for short passes, but I like to make them big and I like to make them clean. I'm a very big advocate for clean tumbling. For a period, I didn't even work on new passes. All I was doing was cleaning up my the passes I already had. I felt like they were garbage, and I wanted to make sure that I can do them way better than the way they looked, because I know my tumbling can be very ugly sometimes. So I made sure that I took a step back, worked on my basics. I fixed my round off, fixed my handsprings, fixed my tuck, made sure I got my feet together, arms locked out, arms close, all that good stuff. So definitely for beginner tumblers or even experienced tumblers who feel like they can clean their tumbling up, sometimes you gotta take it back. You gotta be able to say, I don't want to work on new stuff anymore. I want to work on my old stuff, clean it up. Because honestly, I definitely love seeing long, intricate passes. But if they're ugly, I'll give you the respects for throwing them and landing them, but I won't be completely satisfied just because of how unclean they are. I don't like unclean passes. It's what's the point in doing something if you don't want it to look your best? You know what I mean? If you want to keep it mediocre and you're fine with that, whatever, that's your choice. But me, I just don't. Most of the time, I don't settle for mediocrity. It depends on what it is, but with tumbling and because I have a passion for it, I don't settle for mediocrity when it comes to tumbling. I make sure my stuff is clean. I always, in my head, think point your toes, put your feet together, squeeze my stomach, all that good stuff. What else? Perfection before progression. Big code I like to live by. Sometimes, I'm human. I think I want to keep progressing. I want to rush it without perfecting it. It happens. Everybody does it. But it's good to be mindful of that, of perfecting your old stuff before progressing, because if you can perfect your fundamentals, imagine what your bigger tricks that you want to progress to are going to look like. Imagine if you can have a solid high tuck where you're holding the rebound and the set for at least 1 to 2 seconds before the tuck. Imagine doing that set going into a full or a double full. You're going to be able to have so much time before you reach the ground, so you can perfect your actual spin and flip. You know what I mean? and that's another big thing I live by. Set yourself up in the beginning. So perfect the beginning. So then as you progress towards the end of the trick, it'll be even easier for you. Set yourself up at the beginning, so then you have to do less work at the end. And that's a good thing to live by in every other aspect of life, honestly. I can honestly say that. But, I mean, I needed to really make this short. That was my brief history, motto, principles that I live by in my tumbling. So I definitely hope you guys have your own little guidelines that you follow. You know, nobody can really set up rules for you. You're the only one that can really do that. You're the only one that knows your body and the way you think. So make sure you can set up your own personal guidelines to follow. So then you can make sure that you're tumbling safe or tricking safe or doing whatever sport that you want to do. Make sure you do it safely, because if you love what you do, you want to make sure you can do it for a long time. So definitely make sure you go hard, but also take time off, take a couple days off. You know, if you want to do one day off, that's fine. You know, you can work on other stuff. You can condition, you can work your body, make yourself stronger. But definitely make sure you take the time to listen to your body. Listen to your body. But that's about it. If you have any questions or you want some tips or advice, message me on either Facebook, YouTube, or email me in the email below in the description. And definitely check out the tutorials. Right now I have a round off tutorial and a standing tuck, standing fold tutorial. I'm going to make a back handspring tutorial soon and a Gumby tutorial soon. I might make a tiny cartwheel one. Actually, in the Gumby tutorial, I'm going to go over cartwheel, because the cartwheel is a big element in the Gumby. So make sure you watch the Gumby tutorial, so then you can also work on your cartwheels as well. But that's it. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Make sure you stay up to date, subscribe, show some love. I'll show some love back by doing everything I can in these tutorials. Love you guys. Make sure you tumble safe, practice hard, recover, eat well, all that good stuff. Alright, drink water, take your vitamins. Peace out.